y'all real quick. I just got a quick question. Do y'all know what y'all inner voice sound like? Like your inner voice, like that voice that you hear when you make a mistake. Like, is that voice compassionate? Like, do your inner voice give yourself grace? Or do your inner voice, or is your inner voice like your worst judge? And I think people have to start paying attention to that, because I think people react to people how they react to themselves. And it's like, if you have a compassionate inner voice, like even if you make a mistake, you're still compassionate with yourself and say, damn, I made that mistake. I gotta chuck it up. It is what it is. I just have to deal with it, right? But if your inner voice is your biggest critic, those who are around you that make a mistake or do something that you don't like, your inner voice will become your outer voice. And then depending on who you're talking to, like if the person you're talking to don't have the same type of inner voice that you have, especially if your inner voice is compassionate. If you're the person and you're always your biggest critic, like you literally cuss yourself out when you make a mistake, when you are going extra hard on yourself, when you fuck up, 9 times out of 10, when you react to people, like you're going to react in that same way. And people who don't react in that same way have a hard time with that, because even though you know you make a mistake, people who have a compassionate inner voice, they're going to be compassionate within. They're going to be compassionate in your mistake, right? Because that's how they talk to themselves. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that because I don't know, something unlocked, like a childhood memory or just a memory of mine, where I had a hard time telling people or telling my mistakes. Excuse me. Telling my mistakes, telling things that happened to me. I kind of hid a lot of things, because even though my younger inner voice wasn't my inner voice wasn't abusive, but I was very like, I don't know how to say it. I was very like, oh my God, I just can't believe I did that. Oh, I just feel so bad. Oh, like it really tugged at me. Like the things I did, or when I found out I made a mistake, or when I did something wrong, like it really fucked with me. And if I didn't have people that I can talk to that can even be compassionate, like if they was like, oh, it's okay, well, what did you do? Well, why did you do that? Like, okay, well, this making me, it's all right. I literally was kind of around like, well, what happened? Well, what did you do? Well, and it kind of made, I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but it kind of made my inner voice, made what I was going through even worse. Because I'm like, damn, I'm already judging me. I'm already judging me because I'm an INLJ. What the fuck I do? So it's not like, I just sit there and reflect on what other people do and digest what everybody else do. When I make a mistake, when things don't go right the way I think they should go right, or I know I messed up, I start judging my own self, right? So if I start judging my own self and then I tell somebody else what happens, and then they judge me even harsher than what I judge myself, I don't want to tell you shit. I really don't. Like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to tell you anything. It's just going to be just what it is. I'm just going to have to chuck this up by myself and let it be, right? And I don't think a lot of people think about that. I don't even know why I even had this thought in my mind, but pay attention to how your higher self, what your inner voice is. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. If you understand what that voice is, give that voice a little bit more compassion. Give that voice a little bit more grace. So when you interact with other people, you can give people the same thing that you give to yourselves. Okay? So y'all have a good one.